Welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. During our last flight, we did a flyby of Minmus and gathered a lot of scientific data. We still have 540 points to spend. Some of you might not be familiar with the Science Archives, one of the relatively new features. In going through this, you can see the celestial bodies you've discovered. Right now in the game, you just start off knowing about all the celestial bodies. If we click on a celestial body, you can see how many experiments you have run. So we have 11 crew reports, 8 reports from material labs. You can also see the situations in which you've run them, high space, low space, flying high, splashed, landed, etc. And you can also see the biomes that you've discovered. Using this information, it's possible to look for science things that you have missed. For instance, I realized that I've got 9 water reports. I only have 1 grassland report, and that's going to be just from space. So I haven't done anything in the grasslands. I've also done very little in the deserts, and I've done little in the ice caps. Now, some of you might remember that we tried to make a second trip to the ice caps, and for one reason or another, I just could not get that mission to work. So, in going through that, we're able to identify certain holes in our scientific research. That said, I'm hoping to fill those up with this video here. I want to make 2 flights, one to our desert region with a list of experiments to run, and one to the grasslands biome with a set of experiments to run. What we're going to do is we're actually going to research our advanced exploration, which is going to give us a barometer. That's going to allow us to run at least 4 experiments over those 2 flights, which will help build back some of that science. It's also going to give us the first steps towards our ladders, which will be vital to landing on another body. So we're going to go ahead and research that. And now let's, I'm always a sucker to see what I unlock here. Rover parts, including the external command seat, very cool. So we're going to head over to the vehicle assembly building. We're actually going to use an overkill rocket here because, again, right now money is of no option. So we have the high-flying rocket that we've been using, slightly modified. The panels have changed positions, and the legs have been moved down to allow for a better landing. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a couple of barometers onto this design here. And I think on the back by the parachutes will be pretty easy to find. And we're also going to go ahead and we're going to add our extra long ladder here. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, that should work. Alright, so that said, we're going to save these designs and we're going to go to the launch pad. The first place I would like to go with this trip is going to be towards the desert. So this should be a relatively quick flight here. Jebediah, no stranger. And we're going to throttle up and we're going to get ready. And we'll launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now for this flight, normally we yaw ourselves over to a 90-degree heading. This time we're going to go to 270. Once we have about a 3-kilometer head start is when we're going to start to pitch over, or again, yaw over. Start that process now. Rocket's fighting me a little bit here. It's unwieldy with the solid boosters, but that's okay. So much more agile. We're going to pull open our map. And we're going to do what we can. Oh, we want to get up higher than this. We're pitched over a bit too much. Didn't sound like a good noise, but I think it was just my rockets colliding with each other on the way down, indeed. Now, a plane would probably be the best way to go about doing this, much more maneuverable. Certainly would be cheaper. But Jebediah doesn't fly planes. He is strictly a rocket kind of guy. And given his clout in the agency, nobody was going to deny him that opportunity. Upper atmosphere, we went ahead and collected that. Should have put more barometers on here now that I'm thinking about it, but oh well. In fact, we're probably going to cancel that data, and there we go. That'll put us pretty firmly in the desert there. We're probably going to cancel that data and instead use, for this flight, we definitely want to do landed barometer pressure, and we will probably try to go for, well, flying low I think is one, flying high is one, space low, high low. So we got flying high, and we definitely got a lot of height here, so why I only put 2 on is, it's a mystery, I say. That is going to be in the upper atmosphere. And then again, I don't think, yeah, so that's not going to matter. We'll get it at the desert and call it a day. Let's fast forward here. We're going to prepare to go retrograde. Try to pick out a nice landing spot. If left to our own devices, we run into the danger of going into the shore there, but it should not be a problem. So the experiments we want to remember to run are our Science Junior while flying high. We want to do an EVA while flying over the desert. We want to do a crew report while flying over the desert. We want to do a thermometer reading while flying over the desert. We're going to attempt to do a barometer reading. Oh no, I'm sorry, we did barometer high. Barometer low we'll catch on the next flight. Then once we've landed, we're going to do a crew report, a science bay report, a thermometer report, and we need to remember to do our new barometer reading. So this is going to put us... Did I really reverse this too far? I am that stupid. That's what you get for reading your mission brief instead of paying attention to where you're going here. Oh, it's a nice little elephant. Let's get our craft pointed in a reasonable direction. that. Coming in way, way, way faster than we have any business doing. Again, seat of your pants Kerbal flying. That's the way we like it. Have to bleed off 1,000 meters a second, and I have 30 kilometers to do it. Jebediah doing his happy dance. He's pretty confident in our abilities here. That one already, but I didn't see it listed in our science, so now if we were inclined to do a powered descent, given what we're at right now, we'd actually fare pretty well. Plenty of fuel coming in low. I wouldn't start burning this early, but I'm really just looking to slow us down and not have a container full of fuel when we touch down. Flying over Kerbin's deserts, so that's our thermometer reading. Let's go ahead and get our crew report. We're just going to transmit that right away. Once our parachutes deploy, we're going to be a little cheesy here and get our EVA. Once we've stabilized, send Jebediah out. Most precarious situation, agreed. Get back in so we don't risk hurting him. It's our EVA. There we go, we've touched down. Things we need here are a crew report from the deserts. We'll keep that. We need to get our science bay from the deserts. We did learn that deserts aren't a good place to bring expensive science equipment. Okay. We need our thermometer reading. Might as well grab our barometer while we're here. Collected and recorded atmospheric pressure. Keep that. And we need a thermometer. Apparently I already grabbed it out of that one. Large plumes of heat arising from the surface. Well, so that should be everything we needed out of this flight. And we'll go ahead and call that successful. Uh, 43 science didn't quite cover the cost of what we spent to get there, but that's okay, because that barometer will come in handy later, and again, as will the legs. So next thing we're going to do, We're going to add a couple extra barometers onto our craft here. We're going to save that, and we're going to head to the launch pad. All right. We're going to go ahead and start by grabbing a barometer reading right away. Going to keep that. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out which grasslands we want to go to. I believe the easiest grasslands to get to that I know are open grasslands are up here. If we're very careful, we might be able to get into that river and actually gain extra science from that, but we won't get too greedy. So that'll be our destination. And with that said, we will throttle up, turn on our SAS, and we will fly our second mission of the day. Solid boosters burn out this time because maneuvering the craft last time was a little difficult, a little perilous. Natural arc due to the curvature of the planet, or the spinning of the planet. Alright, we swing that around. Oops. Going the wrong way here. Forgot that I'm angled backwards of how I thought I was. So we'll go up to about a 315. Again, we're trying to aim for this area up here. Again, always a terrible noise. It's looking pretty good. I don't think I'm going to be able to land us near that river exactly, but you know, at least in the ballpark. We'll go ahead and we'll increase our speed a little bit up at the top. We'll see how that goes. Again, landing in the river is not my intent. It would be to land next to the river so I could just grab an extra surface sample while I'm there. Completely forgot about my my plan there, but that's alright because I actually going a bit faster than I thought I was. Want to go ahead and start bleeding off some speed here. Whoop. Bum-ba-dum. those shores look a little too steep to get what I was looking for out of it. Don't want to risk going too fast and having the parachutes pull me apart here. Alright, so make sure we get a crew report. Great view of the Highlands. Apparently we already have that. We're going to go ahead and grab our EVA. We're going to do an EVA report. Great. We're going to get back in. We need to make sure we grab a thermometer report. I'm going to log that. Oh, these still count as Highlands. That's pretty weak. I'm pretty sad about that. I thought for sure that these would be grasslands. So other than grabbing the barometer data here, this is kind of a waste. Had I realized that these were considered highlands, I definitely would have tried to land in the water, just so I could have gotten that out of it. Won't be a total waste, but this is not the mission we wanted it to be. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead, get a crew report from the Highlands. Yeah, we already have that. In fact, I believe we have everything from the Highlands that we want, except for the barometer, which is a shame. But, you know, that's how that goes sometimes. So we will go ahead, we will toggle the display, we'll log the data, keep the data, we'll recover the vessel. That will be a shame, but that will be all we got for today. So we got 46 science on the last flight, 25 science on this flight, and we spent 160. So no real gains there, but we were able to check some stuff off of our list, and we were able to fully explore the deserts to the limit of the technology we have. So that's all for tonight. Thanks for watching. See you next time.